Imagine this. It's the early 1940s in the rolling countryside of Czechoslovakia. The world is at war, and every family lives with fear and uncertainty. You're Helena Janak, a mother of 8 sons. Each one of them is strong, brave, and full of life. You've raised them to work hard, help others, and believe in doing what's right. But one by one, they get called away to fight in World War II. You pack their bags, hold them close, and whisper, "Come back to me." 8 times. 8 goodbyes. And while millions of families across Europe lose their sons to battle, Helena prays that somehow her boys will come home. Believe it or not, every single one of them did. Welcome to Believe It or Not, the show where weird is real and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Bryan, and today's story is about a mother whose love, luck, and courage turned into one of the most incredible true stories of World War II. How 8 sons went off to war, and how every single one of them came home alive. Helena Janak lived in a small village in what was then Czechoslovakia during one of the darkest times in human history. When World War II erupted in 1939, almost every able-bodied man was called to serve. Her sons, all 8 of them, were sent to fight across Europe. Some joined the Czech resistance, others were drafted into Allied forces, and a few served in regiments far from home. Each one faced danger, hunger, and uncertainty. Some were wounded. One was captured, held in a camp for months before escaping. Another spent nights sleeping in bombed-out buildings, surviving on scraps and sheer determination. At home, Helena became a symbol of quiet strength. Neighbors said she lit a candle every night, 8 candles, one for each son, and refused to blow them out until they all came home. She wrote letters constantly, even when she didn't know if her sons would receive them. And she prayed every single day through years of silence, fear, and faith. When the war finally ended in 1945, entire towns in Europe were filled with grief. So many fathers, brothers, and sons had never returned. But at the Janak home, something miraculous happened. One by one, her sons came back, walking, limping, carrying scars and stories, but alive. All 8 of them. Word spread quickly through the countryside. People couldn't believe it. Newspapers picked up the story and called Helena the mother of 8 soldiers. She became a symbol of hope, proof that even in the darkest times, miracles can happen. And while historians can't say exactly how rare this was, one thing's clear. Families with multiple sons in the war almost never saw them all return. Helena's story stands as one of the most extraordinary examples of survival and love in World War II history. However, not all World War II family stories have as happy an ending as Helena's does. In the United States, the sole survivor policy was inspired by the tragic story of the 5 Sullivan brothers, George, Francis, Joseph, Madison, and Albert, all of whom served together on the USS Juneau during World War II. When the ship was sunk in 1942, all 5 were lost. Their heartbreaking sacrifice led the U.S. military to create the sole survivor policy, which protects remaining family members from combat duty if their siblings have been killed in service. It's a lasting reminder of the cost of war and the value of family. So, Helena Janak's story reminds us that even in the worst of times, love and hope can shine through. Her courage, faith and determination helped her family beat impossible odds and gave the world a story that still inspires today. Now I want you to think about this. What would you do if someone you loved was sent into danger? How would you find hope when everything else feels uncertain? And finally, how can stories like Helena's remind us of the power of family and faith? So, what did we learn today? One brave mother sent 8 sons to war, and against all odds, every single one came home alive. Her story isn't just about luck, it's about faith, love, and never giving up hope. So, to end this podcast on a lighter note, here's a little joke for you. Why did the soldier bring a pencil to battle? Because he wanted to draw his weapon. Next time on Believe It or Not, we're heading back to the spooky streets of Halloween night to find out how trick-or-treating really began. From ancient Celtic rituals to candy companies and costumes, we'll uncover how a centuries-old custom turned into the sugary celebration we know today. Until then, keep wondering, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the truth is weirder than fiction.